Good morning, Discord. Good morning, YouTube. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's see what we got. In after hours, we had some significant drawdown, and let's see if we get that continuation here. We have the 5 MA at 56.36. We have the 20 at 46.98. Okay, so we're pretty much in between the moving averages. You see how they're converging on each other? See how they're converging on each other? All right, before we get started, do not consider this financial advice. Trading stocks involve risk. The owner of the channel, the traders that appear in the broadcast, and their affiliate company is not liable for any loss inflicted in relation to its content. And then go to lastbuytrading.com so I can get you sorted out. All right, let's begin. Let's begin. Let's let these early candles play out. Now on Friday, I have my own personal rules, and yeah, I don't really take any trades Friday, but sometimes if there's like a really juicy setup, I might be like, man, I can't miss out on this. I gotta take advantage of this, but we'll see. We'll see what we got. Most likely, I'm not gonna take any trades. We had a very good week. We had a very good week. Let's let these early candles play out. Now, yesterday, excuse me, towards the end, you don't have to believe me. You can go to yesterday's stream, rewind the tape. I told everybody, I even had a line drawn here. I said, if we get above this, then that means the downtrend is, excuse me, if we stay below this, that means the downtrend is still intact. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying we're gonna keep going down. What I am saying is that it would have been erased had we got above this line right here. Okay, so it's still intact, so we don't know, right? We're in the middle. We're in the middle. So let's wait till we see some pressure in whichever direction. It's Friday. If they chop sideways today, that's expected because they want the contracts to expire worthless. So on your 0 DTE, be careful. Be careful today. I'm not a huge fan of trading on Fridays. We're below the water, below the water, below the water. So let's see where they want to grab liquidity from, okay? Before they make a move, they're going to need to grab liquidity from somewhere. Let's let these early candles play out. If we miss the initial move, don't FOMO. We're going to look for either continuation or the rejection somewhere. Now we have the 5 within striking distance, I'd say. I mean, they're both, oh no, they're both in striking distance. So let's play it cool for a little bit. They're being a little tricky with the lick boxes, right? So let's use the lick box to see if we can break, retest, and reject underneath one of them or above, whichever. Let's let these early candles play out. If we missed a move, we missed a move, right? I mean, we never miss a trade. We just have to look for the setup. So every leg is just setting up for the next one. So you got to be patient today. We do see some downward pressure though, right? We do see that downward pressure. If we get above 55.35, we're gonna look to see. We're gonna look for probably some calls above 55.35, and below 49.84, we'll look for some puts. Now the issue with, excuse me, 55.35. Give me one sec. The issue with 55.35 is that by the time we get here, we're going to be up against most likely the 5, right? So it might be a little tricky up here. So let's be patient. I always say the same thing, but it's true. I'm probably going to get out of here a little bit early today. I'm going to give you guys some setups, some plays before I go, either way. But yeah, we'll be on here for a couple hours. We'll get some plays out of the way. Let's see if we make 51.48. Let's see if we make it some type of resistance, right? So let's see if we do this at some point. And the call scenario, again, is probably somewhere up here. Now, if this magenta hits 51.48, we're going to look for another magenta setup, probably around here, something like that. So be patient. We want all this to happen. All this to happen first, then we'll identify if it happens, right? If we can break this magenta and get down to 51.48, then we're going to look for another magenta setup. If the premiums are high, high premiums mean volatility. Volatility means probably some red candles. Now, if you had a good week, there's no reason to risk it on a Friday. Let's finish the week off strong. Wait for the A1 setups, right? So we're still in testing phase now. Wait for the A1 setups. And then again, do not risk more than our profit from the week. Just don't do it. We need to finish green for the week. And look, again, let's say this does happen. Below 49.84 is the ideal setup, okay? Let's say this does happen. You have to ask yourself, am I willing to wait it out for the A1 setup? But if it does get below here, it's probably going to be a little bit shaky. So you're gonna have to be a little liberal with your stop loss. Because if we get below 49.84, it's going to get hectic. It's going to get violent. It's going to get violent until they figure out if they want to go down or if they're going to grab liquidity to head up. So there's going to be violence here if we get there. So if we get there, then we'll see. I know it seems like a long way away, 51. Kind of is, but... And the reason why we want to wait for that is because it would be completely reasonable on a Friday for the market to just do this all day. So let's say this does happen, right? And if you feel FOMO like, man, I knew I should have, you're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. But if you got a little experience under your belt and you're understanding how to manage the risk here, then I think you'll be fine. But I recommend somewhere below 49.84. Somewhere. We still have to identify it. The price needs to get down there first. Still below the water, below the water. Everything below the water. But remember, the initial move is usually the liquidity grab. So I guess in essence, I'm saying we need to test 51.48 liquidity to see if that's going to get us to the major. Hold on, let me make sure that makes sense. Let me make sure that makes sense before I talk. 49.81. Okay, yeah, somewhere around 49.80, 81, 49.84. Right? So that makes sense, right? Because that's the next key level on the 30. So that makes sense to me. Now, if you're doing this trade here, protect your trade. That's all. If you're waiting for the A1 setup, it's probably somewhere down here. And then that'll maybe get us to the bottom of the lick box here, 48.09, or whatever this is, 48.20. Okay. Interesting move. Interesting move. All right, so we got to right wherever this is. So now let's see what they want to do. Not that this line means anything, but I don't know why psychologically to me it does. This line means absolutely nothing, but I mean, where it starts and stops. But psychologically to me, for some reason, I get lucky sometimes. So let's see. Well, what do you know? Well, what do you know? Even a broken clock is right twice a day. I get lucky sometimes. I get lucky. JR, go enjoy your Friday. You're welcome. You're very welcome, my friend. Easy money, right? Easy money. All right, target hit. I think we saw the small hesitation right here. Small hesitation right here. You know, still got to get below 49.84, and then maybe, you know, maybe 49. What is this? Okay, 49.81 is next. All right, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now let's see if this 49.80, well, it's 84 on the 1 minute, but I have, what do I have here? I have 81 on the 30 minute, so let's see. Remember, expected to be violence right here. And, you know, we kind of want the violence here. If it breaks straight through, it breaks straight through, fine. But we want the violence here because we want to build liquidity to get to the 20. Or at least to take us to, what is it, 48.92. So maybe 48.90, 48. You know, maybe if we get a little bit of hesitation here, the 20 will have a chance to catch up, and then, you know, it'll make sense then, right? What up, Nick 8? So the violence here, expected, right? So if we can break it and make, what is it, 49.84, some resistance, again, there's going to be violence here. We already know that. We already know that. Because this is going to be where the liquidity grabs from to either make it to the 20 or to fake everybody out and get back above 51.70. Or what does that have? 51.48, sorry. So we're still in this purple here, okay? Okay. Jimmy James, 79%. 79%. Jimmy James is getting it. Good job, Jimmy James. If you're watching on YouTube, Jimmy James is in the Discord. I recommend you join the Discord. Now, Jimmy James, it's important, you know, I'm not going to get these right all the time, right? You know, as long as you're understanding the risk, right? You know, just as long as you understand the risk, Jimmy James. You're doing very well, by the way. You're doing very well. You were my inspirational honorable mention yesterday in the stream. But good job, Jimmy James. Now look. All right, Doug. There you go. 83%. Jimmy James runners 90%. What do you guys having a competition? Weird flex, bro. All right, tighten up your stops though. Right, we're here. All right, steams. Look, the fear, that's what holds us back, brother. That's what's in between us and the ideas and the dreams that we have in our head. It's the fear. The fear that, you know, look, you got a 50-50 shot. You can either buy a call or a put, right? So, and it's going to be hard to be wrong twice in a row. Remember that. It's okay to get it wrong once if you don't over leverage, but twice in a row, probably not. Steams, you probably need to join the Discord. You probably need to join the Discord, brother. Just saying. No, I get it. I trust me, I know. Fear is going to be the thing that you know it. I don't even need to tell you. You know it. It's the fear, right? And we had one of our another honorable mentions, Doug. Doug got afraid. Sorry, Doug. I gotta say it again. It was I was mind blown. Doug had the perfect entry on a play, and he stops himself out in the same exact 1 minute candle. The same exact 1 minute candle, he stopped himself out, and he had the perfect entry, and it was a call, I believe, and it went crazy money. And yeah, I can only imagine the FOMO he had after that. But he strapped up his boots even tighter, understood the task, because sometimes you got to get thrown in the pool, right? You got to get that chlorine water in your eyes, let it burn a little bit, and then you learn how to swim. So now he's, doggy paddling now, but you're going to get there to where you're Michael Phelps. Smoking weed. Now he's a beast. Doug, chill. Doug, you're doggy paddling, Doug. Relax. You're doggy paddling right now. Give it a second. Your vape's leaking. You probably need to tighten. You probably didn't tighten on the coil. Go tighten up the coil on there. Oh, is Bethany Hamilton that? I know who that is, I think. I know who that is. All right, look, we expected some violence here, right? We expected some violence. So a weak cycle here would be ideal. It would make sense, right? Okay, so this target is hit, right? So now let's look for the next. Oh, I think I just messed something up. All right, now we're gonna look for the next setup. What's wrong with me? So we have all this space, right? If you're new and you have no idea what's going on, you got to join the Discord. You got to join the Discord. It'll be much easier. You're making life hard on yourself for absolutely no reason. Which means there's probably one right here. Now look, I'm guessing here. I'm being preemptive. I don't know what's gonna be here. I'm just guessing. It's probably gonna be something like this though. Look, I'm telling you, I'm guessing on this blue, so don't get trigger happy. We want to see 49.84 make some resistance. Low a day is, what is this? 49.38. So let's see what they got. All right, Discord, you should be protecting your trade, right? You know, expect violence here. You should be protecting your trade by now. If it goes, great. If not, at least you're protected, right? But, you know, there's probably going to be violence underneath here. They're probably going to want to retest 49.84. All right, unemployment report. We got a reporter on the streets. Unemployment report came out today. 172,000. Expected was 80,000. So what? They expected 172 unemployed, but it was actually 80. Is that what you're saying? So that'd be a good report, right? That'd be positive. Oh, so they expect. Okay, we're expecting 80,000, but it was actually 172,000 unemployed. Dang. Thanks, AI. Yeah, we needed a pullback, right, Nikki? We needed that pullback. We needed that pullback. Discord, protect this trade, okay? I'm not saying to stop yourself out. I'm saying to protect the trade. Remember, remember I told you what was going to happen? We're looking for this magenta underneath 49.84, and when it breaks the magenta, it's going to be the weak cycle, right? Easy money. Easy money. Easy money. Look at the money that just got printed. Look at the money we're printing. Look at the mascot. Come on. Come on. Look at this money. Yeah, I use Market Watch too. I like Market Watch. Is that the green and white? What do you call it? The green and white logo? Today I'm not trading today. Nikki. I don't trade on Fridays. All right, this is the violence we wanted underneath 49.81. Now let's see what they got, right? Because if we stay underneath 49.84, then if we stay underneath and just chop around here, then that's going to build a liquidity to maybe get to, what do you call it? The 20. So now we're patient, right? Now we got to wait. This play played out. But damn, that blue, almost exact. That blue was, oh man. I get lucky sometimes, I'm telling you, I get lucky. All right, I think we're gonna keep this blue. We're not gonna look for any calls till above 51.48. We might be able to get something here for calls like this. We might be able to get something here, but we're going to have to watch out for this. So just be careful, right? This is going to be, underneath here is going to be significant, right? If we retest this and reject, then we got a higher likelihood we're going to hit the 20. That's all I'm saying. So maybe, you know, we don't know yet, but maybe we're bouncing in this blue here, right? We might be doing here. Watch, top of blue, bottom of blue, top of blue, bottom of blue. So we have to watch out for that. If blue's a thing, this is probably what it is. You know, we really didn't get a chance to test blue at all. So we'll see if we stay inside blue. We'll get a chance to test it soon. But we know there's going to be violence here, right? It had to be violence here because we needed to grab liquidity from 49.84 to see if they're going to give us enough to push down to the 20. So we're going to see if blue holds up. If you didn't take a trade, just wait. You didn't miss anything. Damn, the bottom of blue's right here, so you got to be careful. Risk to reward on this magenta to... This magenta might not even be here yet. Just be a little bit patient, because you got to measure risk to reward from magenta to the bottom of blue again, because it'd be ideal to touch bottom blue and then to hit top blue. This would be ideal for continuation. Yeah, like this. This would be ideal for continuation. Bottom blue, top blue. And, you know, honestly, we still don't know if blue's a thing, so. Remember, I literally just guessed. Literally, everyone saw me guess, so we don't know if this is a thing. But we want to see liquidity building underneath 49.84, right? We want to see this liquidity building underneath here, because if we can't break above and make 49.84 support, then we're probably going to build liquidity to go where? To the 20. Very simple. You don't need to think too hard. So look, let me, I'll make it a little bit easier. I'll make it a little bit easier, as if it wasn't easy enough. So if we make this right here some type of support, like that, then we're going to look to target 52.34. But again, you know, we could do this right here. So it's probably going to be what? A 50-50 right here. Where's my 50-50? Where'd my 50-50 go? It's just gonna be tough because I don't know if blue's an actual thing yet. I mean, I'm sure it's something similar, but I don't know if it's like exact. Was I just talking on mute? Gosh, dang it, I think I was talking on mute. What's the last thing I said? What's the last thing I said? Damn it. All right, look, we have a lot of resistance right here. A lot of resistance right here. So when they break it, it's gonna move. If they break it, right? If they break it to the upside, it's probably gonna move. But to the downside, it may be a little ugly to the 20. But we have to watch out for this right here, lower day. I'm gonna mark out lower day. Lower day on, I'm gonna highlight it with a 2. So we might form secondary liquidity here on the 50-50 because I think the blue may be off a little bit. We're gonna find out. Let's just wait. Let's just be patient. Let me do my thing. I'm trying to get too far ahead of myself. Trying to show off. It's not important to show off. Let me just make sure I'm right. So we need to be patient. Ah, look, we hit bottom of the lick box on the 30-minute. Okay. Okay, so this makes sense now. We want a BRR underneath this lick box minimum. It all makes perfect sense. Look, the perfect touch on the bottom of the lick box on the 30-minute chart. Look, see it? Exactly on whatever I have on the 30, whatever this number is. So many goddamn numbers here. What is it? 48.20. 48.20. Okay, so this is 48.20 right here. This is why. All right, so we had a strong candle. So if we had 2 green and then continuation in red, that would be completely reasonable. Okay, yeah, look at this 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart exactly on the bottom of the lick box. From the top of the lick box exactly to the bottom of this lick box on our 30-minute chart. Okay, so we're still far below the water on the 30, right? We're still far below the water. And we really don't see any weakness. So this pullback, it could be just be a slight pullback on the 30. So we don't know yet. And yeah, we're far below the water on the 5-minute. All right, a little bit of weakness on the, not really actually. Maybe a little bit of weakness coming in at the 50-50 while we're still below the water. We'll see. We're gonna find out. They might need to consolidate here for a little bit to gain some liquidity. We're gonna find out. From this point here, let it be obvious. You won't be late. Just let it be obvious. If it's not clear to you, let it be obvious. We're at the 50-50 right now. We're literally in the middle of the 50-50. Let it be obvious. In other words, at this point, you know, this is the 50-50, right? We're at the 50-50 right now. So chances are they're going to need to build some liquidity at the 50-50, and you're going to see some moves. You know, allow a little bit of lift off in whichever direction, and it'll be obvious. And once it's obvious, you just got to, you know, put your stops proper and let it play out. And if not, you know, then we'll get them on the other side. So it's going to be hard to be wrong twice in a row. Watch. They have to build liquidity at 50-50. Let it be obvious. Let it get some lift off in whichever direction. We're still at the 50-50. We're below the water on the 5, below the water on the 30. Maybe peaking above on the 1, but we see a little bit of weakness coming in, right? So if the weakness comes in, then maybe we're forming secondary liquidity on blue. We're gonna find out. We already knew there's gonna be violence here, so let it be obvious. And then you gotta let it play out. And if you're new and listening and you're hearing a whole bunch of terms you're not familiar with, you're like, what the hell's going on? You gotta join the Discord. Look, there's probably, damn, this is tough. There's probably one, jeez, like this. There's probably something like this right here. All right, we want to look for below this green here. This green right here is holding up. This green right here is holding up. This is going to be the difficult one right here. Now we got to hope for a really weak cycle on the 5. All right, look, if there's going to be any more downside, watch. We got to watch out for this now. Again, the calls above 51.48. Now it all makes sense, right? If you want to do a counter trend scalp on blue, you can only ask till, you know, maybe green or 51.48. If it gets above, then you let it run. But again, look, a strong red and then 2 greens would be completely reasonable. Let me finish my statement. A strong red, 2 greens would be completely reasonable for continuation to the downside. So we got to wait for that. This is really going to be our first test of blue right here to know if it's a thing.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
All right, look, so we had our high, higher low. If we get above this higher low, then this will make sense, right? "22 minutes on this candle. I have my dotted line hovering at the higher low, which is 51. So if you're waiting for a setup, it's probably above 51.48 or below 48.21 on a break and retest. So we'll do this right here. We'll do this and this. And then if we do get below this, break and retest to all you can ask for is a 20, right? Got 20 minutes on this candle. Made some easy money today as long as you got in and got out. Easy money today. Our first setup was here. Second setup was here. We had a 50-50 here. This is a really good move. How much was this one? From 51 down to 48.91. This is a good move here. This is a nice solid move. But now we see the setups. Now we see them clear. You really don't need to think too much. Because if none of these things happen, then guess what? We're just stuck in chop. So one of these things is going to happen, whether you like it or not. Take that. It's going to happen, whether you like it or not. It has to. It must happen. And if it doesn't, you're just stuck in chop. So perfect. No need to even worry about it. Watch. We'll come back. We'll revisit. I'm going to see. I told you so. I'm just kidding. I get lucky sometimes. Today might not be the day. We'll see. We'll see, right? We still got this higher low. So this higher low is hold some weight, right? Right at 51. This higher low holds some weight. We still got, what, 17 minutes on the candle? And then when the stream's done, you can't do it now. You can't rewind now. When the stream's done, you're going to be able to rewind. Go back, rewind the tape from wherever we are. Let's say around from 10, let's say 10 o'clock to 10:21. So this area right here, go rewind the tape to see the perfection. You'll see. After the stream's done, you can't do it now. You can't rewind now, but you're going to see the perfection. Absolute perfection. Discord, pay attention to that 5-minute chart. Let's see if we get some violence on this green right here. Let's see if we get a little bit of violence right here. What we want to do is form some type of wedge here, right? We want to force them into a decision. Let me do that again. We want to force them into some type of decision. Make up your mind. That's what we want. Do you hear the birds in the background? They're not being violent today. They're being okay. They're just they're singing me songs. All right, look, we see the violence on green right here, right? I mean, it would have been nice if it would have touched, but yeah, the birds, they're singing to me today. Yesterday, there's this one. No, not a flock. It was just one. You're hearing stuff. But yesterday there was this one, I don't know what he was doing, tearing some shit up out there. That bird almost met his maker. He flew on top of the neighbor's house, and I don't want to shoot a BB gun at the neighbor's house, so I let him go. $13 minutes on the candle. Look, if you're overlaying both of these, a BRR underneath 4821 would be ideal. So be careful because that this doesn't wick on you, right? If this wicks on you, it's going to be ugly. So 4821 would be ideal. So you know the risk. You know the risk. Little under 12 minutes on this candle. Let's look at these wicks though, right? Look at these wicks. Interesting. Interesting. Remember, there's a lot that happens inside this candle, right? A lot of BS happens inside the candle. And we know that there's heavy resistance heavy support at, damn, what number is this? 4821, right around here. Now the key levels on the 1 minute and the 30 minute and the 5 minute, they're slightly off, but not by too much. You know, just by a couple cents, right? On an ETF that cost $749.14, it's only off by like not even 10 cents. So, you know, give me some grace here. I'm trying to juggle 3 different charts at the same time. Yeah, not that easy. So let it play out. If you're waiting for your setup, wait for your setup. Oz, let me see. On the 5 minute chart with the bottom 2 green. Okay, these are the higher probability setups. These are the higher probability. Oz talking to you. All right, look, while we're waiting for this to play out, we're going to take a look into the Discord. Screen share. Watch this. All right, so this is the trading plans in the morning. Look at the date, look at the time. All right, cool. We're going to go to the bolt down right here. We wanted to see some resistance, or resistance under 5174 before the push down to where? The bottom of the lick box, right? So bolt down, resistance under 5174, bottom of the lick box. Let's see what happened in real life. Here's 5174 right here to where? The bottom of the lick box. Does everyone see it? Look, this is what I drew in the morning. Underneath 5174 to the bottom of the lick box right here. This is the lick box. See this box right here, outline? So underneath 5174 to the bottom of the lick box. Let's see what happened in real life. 5174 right here to the bottom of the lick box. If you're not convinced by now, you need to join the Discord. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you in the head. Something is wrong with you in the head. By the way, I'm not a doctor. You couldn't pay me to be a doctor. That'll be a pay cut. All right, back. Let's go back.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
All right, 6.5 minutes on the candle. Let's see where it leaves us. Remember, we want to see which way they're gonna. Look, they're just doing this, right? They're just doing this. So let's see which way they want to squeeze. Ideally, we want to be a break and retest underneath 48.21. That'll make sense for underneath this lick box, break and retest underneath the lick box. Remember, 2 green here, completely reasonable. So we're gonna find out. We got 4:20 on the candle, or a little under 4 minutes, little more than 4 minutes on the candle. Dang, don't get old. Now look, if you took this 50-50 up here from earlier and you held for dear life, you need to start adjusting your stops. We still never got a close on this green. They're dancing right on the green and never closed below the green. It closed right here on it. It closed up inside over here. It closed inside over here. We gotta, at minimum, we gotta wait for a close below this green. If you're looking for puts, if you're looking for calls, we got a little way to go. Overlay the 1 and the 5. You gotta use them both in tandem. Remember, if we get above this 51 here, then that means we broke the higher low or lower high, right? So this 51 should be some type of line in the sand. We got a minute and a half on this candle. This green right here, it's holding up strong. This green right here holding up. Look, they're just doing this, right? They're just doing this. One of them's gonna win. We'll find out who. We will find out. And then we ride the wave. That was tough to say. Don't get Alzheimer's. I'm gonna clean up the chart just a little bit. All right, we started this new 30-minute candle. Let's see what they got. We need to start seeing some weakness on this weak bull. We need to start seeing some weakness on this weak bull here. Okay. If you want some quote-unquote safety, you gotta wait for underneath this 48.21 break and retest under. If you're playing the game in here, that's on you. Damn, they don't want to let this green go. Oh, green go. Haha, see what I did there? They don't want to let this green go. I'll be here all week, folks. That was a good one. They don't want to let this green go. You guys see what I'm doing? No, you guys are slow. I thought I was a 1.6 GPA student. That's cute. Whatever. This is the one time people are praying for gringos. See what I did there? No? Okay. No one cares? All right. Thank you. Jeez. Somebody. Look how much strength is on this green though. Jeez. A lot of strength on this green. All right, we see a little bit of weakness coming into this, what do you call it? All right, here's the next test right here. Here's the next test. They need to let these green go. They need to let these greens go. Just let them go. It'll be okay. Just let these greens go. Let them go. Release. Release the green. Stubborn. It would be really nice if the market would move like, okay, certain thing broke and then boom, immediately to the next level. It's like, hey, you know, I got it. Why'd you make me wait for it so much? If it just goes immediately to the next level, that would be great. Like, I don't even mind the build up to it, but once it gets there, like, let's just go. What are we waiting for? They don't want to let this green go. Come on. Look, the gringos don't want to give up the flag. Give up that flag. to give up the flag. Give up the flag, gringo. This is why they shadow ban me. This is why right here. Why is everyone so thirsty? Calm down, relax. We got about little 420 on this candle. Okay. Okay. Talking about gringos giving. Oh man, that's funny. We had a good day, huh? We had a very good day. Uh-huh. There it is. All right, Discord, look. Look, Discord. The entry was on the break of green. That's why I have it highlighted with a 2. Okay? Boom. Matter of fact, Oz asked me exactly what this means, and I said exactly what it means. Look at the money. Easy money. Bam. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's actually too easy. Hey, look, if you need access to the 5-minute chart on the Discord, go to the website livespytrading.com. Look at the money we just printed. Look at it. On the break of green, which is why I have it highlighted with a 2. And I told Discord, pay attention to the 5-minute chart, Discord. Discord, pay attention to the 5-minute chart. It's highlighted with a 2. Oz even asked me, what does that mean again? I explained specifically. There's nothing more I can do, right? There's absolutely nothing more I can do. We trade off the 5-minute chart. This is for everybody else. Look at the money. I told y'all it had to be like that. I told you it had to be. One of these things was going to happen. Look, we did the 50-50 right here. The 50-50 was right here. And this was absolute perfection. Rewind the tape. And I even said, when we got here, I was like, look, if you took this 50-50, now's the time to adjust your stop. Now's the time to adjust your stop on the 50-50. We walked through it together. Look at the money we just printed. Look. Let's count it. Even if you got the worst possible entry, let's see. Because it closed below, right? Wait for the close below. 49.50. This is 1 full point. This is actually 1 full point. Even if you got the worst possible entry on 49.50. Look at the money that just got printed. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Red Ranger next right here. Yeah. So it's going to be a break and retest underneath here. Expect violence here. Why? Look, do you guys remember me telling you 2 green are completely reasonable? Do you remember me telling you, 2 green, completely reasonable before the red continuation? Does anyone remember that? Please tell me someone remembers that. First. Does anyone remember me saying that? Okay, thank you. 2 green, completely reasonable before the red continuation. Exactly to the target. This is too easy for us. It's too simple. This is not difficult. The hard part is waiting. That's the hard part. We already knew what was going to happen. How do we know? Because I told everyone very clearly with a 2. And then one of the members asked, what is it? The newer members, what does that mean? Thank you. Bridget, thank you. I said it for sure. Oh, Stacy, what up? I said it for sure, 100%. One of the members asked, what does this mean? And I explained clearly, at least wait for the break. Even at the worst possible entry, there's the money. Now the violence is here. Wait for the break and resets underneath. This is too easy for me. This is too easy. There's no reason to even take a loss today. None. We have no excuse. Not when I'm telling you exactly what's going to happen. And then Jones even added in. Let me, what did Jones say? He said something. He gave a interesting, damn, where was it? Oh, right here at 8 o'clock or 8, 9, 10, 11. Exactly at 11. Look what he said. Exactly at 11 Eastern. It's 8 a.m. Pacific. And he corrected the record. It's damn near impossible to look. If you took a lot, damn near impossible. You had to actively work against yourself, especially when I said, look, if we get above this, then we're going to look the other way. 51. Remember I said that? If we get above 51, then we're going to look the other way. At that point, not before, not because you see a couple green candles at 51. Are you understanding now what it takes to day trade? Are you understanding? If you hesitated, fine, don't worry. This is the lesson you needed. You didn't miss anything because we do this every single day. This is not unique. We do it every day. Okay? Now I need you guys to succeed. You're going to have to listen and be uncomfortable for a little bit. The red candles, they're going to make you, if you're in puts on the 50-50, these red candles, they look green here. It's obviously going to be inverse. They're going to make you uncomfortable, but there's rules to this. And I'm telling you what the rules are. Above 51. I even have a little yellow line right here to show you where the higher low was. We never breached that, right? And then we breached green, 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 exactly to the target. Not only that, we had our 2 green, here. And we knew when to enter for this because the 5-minute chart. So we knew that these 2 green and red continuation that I've been saying all damn morning was going to happen on the 5-minute chart. I literally can't be any better. All right, we had a good day. Now, if I sound angry, I'm amped. All right, Ghost, there you go. Take the money. Take the money. And listen, in time, you'll see even a little move like that is going to be a full day's work. You don't have to trust me. I only prove it every day. Oh, I told everyone it's going to happen no matter what. Take that. Whether you like it or not, whatever I'm drawing, it is going to happen. For sure. It is going to happen. It has to happen like that. Very simple. You don't even need to think. You don't need to think. The hard part is not letting the red candle scare you out. That's the hard part. It's the fear. The fear that takes a hold. Look, if you made money today, you better think about calling it a day. You better think about calling it a day. If you won, there's no reason to sit here. It's not going to get any easier from here. Okay? We already did the hard work. Why make it harder? Why go through all the stress again? It had to be whatever I was saying. It just simply had to be. And look, this is more than a point. This is good money here. Look, we're below the water, right? We're below the water. The 20 is right here at 46.86. Jones gave us really good data, and it just so happened to hit exactly on. I don't even know what else to say. I just need you all to win. Look, I don't know, at one point I had 23 people watching, which is like the most ever. They all left for absolutely no reason. There's 1,000 people watching top. I'm never gonna get it. Human beings, stupid. You know how stupid we are? We created a machine, brilliant, that took our jobs. Stupid. We created a machine that took everyone's job. God dang it. Brilliant and stupid at the same time. So it doesn't really surprise me when I know there's 1,000 people watching some complete trash. 1,000 people. And you know how I know it's true? Because the Kardashians were famous. Complete trash, millions of people watching it. Like, wow, this is great. This is great. Stupid people. It's okay. Y'all figure it out. You will figure it out. Instead of investing in yourself, you invest in something else. You're buying beer, you're buying OnlyFans, you're buying cocaine, all types of debauchery. And then you see definite money right in front of your face. Only the Discord members had access to this. Only Discord members. If you don't know by now that there's a difference between being in the Discord and not, then you're slow. Then you're slow. And this ain't for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a 1.6 GPA student. But even a 1.6 GPA student gets paid more than a doctor. Gets paid more than a lawyer. Oh my goodness. He couldn't pay me to be an engineer. Look at the money. Oh my goodness. I know. You all love me. I get it. I know. You only love me when I'm making you money. Oh, man. You only love me when I'm making you money. That's fine. I get it. All right, let's see the break. Let's see if they retest and reject underneath, what do you call it? Yeah, this is absolute perfection today. We had and I needed today to be exactly what it is because I want to make a video at the end of the week or, tomorrow or whatever. Maybe Sunday. You guys think I should do it Sunday or like the weekly wrap up? You know what I'm saying? Whew, we had a good day. We had a very good day. Look, if you're new, take your time. Take your time because the red candles, they're going to mess you up. I'm telling you, take your time. You need time in the market. You need to listen to me saying certain things and then watching it play out so you understand how the market breathes. It's going to take you time. This is not a get rich quick scheme. I mean, it could be, but it's not. Let me just say that. YouTube, do not consider this financial advice. Trading stocks involve risk. The owner of the channel, the traders that appear in the broadcasting affiliate companies are not liable for any losses in relation to its content. And then go to livespytrading.com. If you're trying to trade off the 1 minute chart off YouTube, you're missing out. You're missing out. I mean, you're leaving money on the table, and this is why your parents don't like you. This is why they don't trust you. This is why your older siblings, they trust them. They don't trust you. Because you wouldn't know a good deal if it smacked you in the face and gave you a lap dance. Still wouldn't know a good deal. You're worried about $150 for a month, $45 for a week? This ain't for you. You need to change the channel. If that's if you don't see the information that's happening right in front of your face, bro, you got bigger problems. You got bigger problems. All right, Raul, look, listen, I get it. Because when you open up that wallet, as soon as you crack open that wallet, everything changes. That's when the actual fear settles in. That's when sweaty armpits, biting toenails, all type of stuff like this. That guy sucks. Cheeks clenched, yeah. As soon as you crack open that wallet, everything changes. Everything. And this is normal. What you're going through, that's completely normal, brother. That's just what it is. And you know what? Here's the thing. We can have a stop loss at $10. We still feel that immense amount of pressure just filling our heart, filling inside of us. Well, that feels weird. Or that sounds weird. Let me pause. All right. We still feel that that pressure. That, you know what it is? It's the fear of having the dream of sitting by at the computer on the beach with a cocktail, maybe a joint, whatever you want to do, I don't know. But having that fear of that dream slipping out of your hands. And you feel for some reason that this $10 is going to be the one that's going to keep the hope alive, or it's going to, ruin me. That's what it is. It's the fear of your dreams being shattered. Man, the birds are chirping today, singing to me. They're singing to me, singing my song. You know what song they're singing? What's that song by Ice Cube that I like? Talking about a good day or something? Damn, I keep forgetting the name of the song. It's super chill song. Someone knows the name of the song. It's Ice Cube's song. And he's talking about, I think it's like Sunday. Today's a good Sunday. Like, I don't know, something like that. That's what the birds are singing to me right now. Today's a good Sunday. Today was a good day. Well, Jones, I know you made money, so I know today. Oh, the name of the song. Yeah, okay. Today was a good day. It was a good day. Oh, okay. That's the name of the song. It was a good day, not today was a good Sunday. Whatever. That's the song that the birds are singing to me. It was a good day. And look, here's the thing. Even if we got it wrong, let's say we got it wrong, we know where the money was. You understand what I'm saying? We know where the money was. We already know where the money is if we would have got it wrong, and we would have known the gosh darn watch. We would have known exactly where the entry was. What am I trying to do? Oh, here. Where? Why does this look different than... No, it's at 51. What am I doing? We would have known exactly where the entry was, right? You know, this one would have been a little bit safer, but even if we got it wrong, we already knew where the money was then. So we would have... It's hard to be wrong twice in a row. I'm telling you. I've already worked out all the math. You don't even need to think. You just need to allow the red candles to happen. If you allow for that, you'll be okay. Because that is the battle here, right? It's the red candle, slap you in the face, and continuing on in the direction you already knew it was going to go. That's the hard part. And it happens to me too. So, you know, I don't think like I got it all figured out, because the red can, and you guys heard me yesterday. We were like maybe 1 point from the gosh darn from the 5, and I'm like, I said, I know this is gonna touch the 5. I know it for a fact, but I'm not willing to go through the drawdown. You guys hear me every day, same battle, but whatever, I'll be okay. We do okay. Gucci flip-flops, we do okay. Not that owning Gucci flip-flops means anything, because it really doesn't, but we have some here. Let's look at the 30-minute. We need a break retest underneath right here. What do you call this right here? And we still got a little bit of room before the legs close on this 30-minute, right? We still got a little bit of room, so don't get. You just gotta wait. You gotta. Okay, here. Let me do the thing. Let me do the thing. You know, moving the stop, adjusting the stop to red would be ideal. So let's see if we form another green, and then excuse me. Here, watch. Now let's see if we break so we broke, we're retesting. We need to see if we're gonna reject. We'll know we're gonna reject if we break this, if we stay inside blue and break this green here. If they need to grab some more, then they could grab more from, hold on, from here. Now, if they do this, what is this? 49. If they make, what do you call it at 49? Support at 49, then we're just stuck in chop in between green and red again. What do we got? 2 minutes on this candle. This way. This guy who wrote out all the lyrics. Yeah, that's the song. There we go. Go ahead and protect your trade. Go ahead and protect your trade. Don't, you know, we can't guarantee the 20, and also, you know, we can't guarantee the 20. It's likely, you know, it's right there. It's kind of like right there, but it can't be guaranteed. Make sure you just don't let it go against you. That's all I got to say. We see hesitation on green again, so just be happy with profit. Just be happy with the profit. If it goes, it goes. Just, you know, the entry was on green up here, so you should have plenty of room. And entering now, I mean, I get it, but you would have to enter on the retest and the reject, right? Let's see if this leads into another. Let's see if this gives us a weak cycle, or if they grab liquidity from this green to push up again. Okay. Look at this 5 minute. The 5 minutes kind of giving mixed signals. The 30 minutes still got, the legs are still open, right? Legs are still open. Jones, you better adjust your stop, brother. Oh, look at these guys singing. These guys are singing in there. Everybody's singing. Hey, we're gonna have a good weekend, right? We're gonna have a good weekend. This green right here, look, the green goes, they're tough. They're annoying and they're tough. Remember, there's a lot of BS that happens inside the 30-minute candle. So we see a break of the lick box here, right? We see this next candle was a retest of the lick box here. We're kind of waiting for continuation. Continuation would probably be it looks like the green to me, but I like to see deeper. I'd like to see it pull back more, but if the trend's strong like this, if we, stay inside the blue like this, then, maybe we can get green to purple inside the blue. And look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I guessed the blue. Look at the money. Look at the money. Look at the money on the break, retest, reject of what? Red. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Hold on, I got to throw out the lokes. This is too easy. This is actually too easy. If you guys don't protect this, there's nothing I can do for you. Don't let it go against you, and don't get FOMO. Okay. Don't damn it, Jones. Don't damn it, Jones. Oh, man. Don't damn it, Jones. We're good. We're good. Look, you're getting greedy. Look at the greed seeping into you. It's seeping into you like a stranger from a nightclub. Look at the greed. Damn. Look, I'm way too good at this. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. I can talk that shit because look, all these numbers, all these levels, all this is all LST specifically. No one else has these levels. No one else has these numbers. No one else is giving out the call. Look at the Discord call out. Look at the Discord call out. Look, we're still below the water, right? Look at the money that just got printed. Look at this. What an amazing day. And there's people on YouTube that are trying to make it and they're not willing to invest in themselves. Shameful. Shameful. That's why your parents don't like you. But anyways, you don't want to invest in yourself. I get it. Me either. I don't want to invest in you either. Me and you both, we're the same. 49.81. Okay, look, I need everyone to pay attention right here. Everyone in the world needs to pay attention. Oh my God, there's only 7 people watching. Look, I need you all to pay attention. Watch this. Watch. I'm going to screen share. Here we go. Let's look at the trading. Look at the date. Look at the time. The put setups. The big bolt down to the 20 MA, right? Watch this. I'm going to click on it. We want to see resistance at 49.81. Resistance at 49.81, right? All right, cool. Let's see what happened in real life. In real life, where's the resist? Look at 49.81. Look at 49.81 right here. Look, where's the resistance? 49.81, where did it go? It's right to the 20. Watch. Here's what I drew. Here's what happened in real life. Bruh, I'm too good at this. Here's what I drew. Here's what happened in real life. Come on, man. 49.81 resistance. 49.81 right here. 49.81 right here. The resistance right here. 49.81. Look at this. Right to the target. So when I talk all that junk, it's because I've earned it. It's because I've earned it. That's why. If anyone wants to see inside the Discord again, let me know. There's only like 9 people watching this. That's crazy. The best day trader on the internet gets the least amount of love. That's insane. The best on the internet. Like, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Go look at Top Trading Edge. Someone right now, go look at it. Tell me what you think. I'm that confident. I'm telling you to go look at the competition, because there is no competition. It's clear. This is exact, specific, before the market opened. We're still in blue, look. And I guessed this blue, right? I get lucky on my guesses. I get lucky on my guesses. Look at the money that just got printed. Look at this money. Discord, the entry was here. Look at the money we just printed. Only Discord has access to the 5-minute chart with the entry. Look at the money. Amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. $61% Chenko. That's a good day. Ice Cube comment. Okay. Oh man. Today was a good day. $45-minute hold. There we go. Right? The plays aren't officially the best Friday ever. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Here, let's show everybody. I'm gonna screen share for you guys so you guys can. Let's go. Look at the Discord. This is too easy. This is too easy. Too easy. Everybody winning. Everybody winning. It's too easy. And there's people still sitting on the internet trying to think, should I join that Discord or not? Stupid. Thank you, Doug. I love you, Doug. You know I love you, brother. And look, I appreciate you putting a little bit of trust in me, because I know that's rough. But you did the work. It was up to you. You did it. You did the work, man. You did the work, so, you invested in yourself, and that's what it is. No, I didn't take any trades today. I don't need to. I don't need to. I didn't take any trades. No trades for me. That's fine. I did good Monday through Thursday. I did very good Monday through Thursday. I get excited because I need you all to win. Like, this is very important to me. I don't think you understand. That's why I take all this time, hours and hours and hours every day, and trying to tell you guys, hold your trades longer. Stop stopping yourself out. The play needs to play out. As long as it takes, I'm going to repeat the same stuff until you guys, get into your skulls. I don't mind. That's what I'm here for, because I was there. Same stuff you guys are going through. I went through it too. And I still go through some of it. You guys hear me? It's more important to me that everyone's winning. Like, this is a good day. Look, I get lucky. I get lucky sometimes. Chenko, your whole career, don't worry. You just started this journey. You'll be fine. Oz, no problem. Brother, or I don't know if you're male or female, but whatever it is, you took the risk. You invested in yourself. That's this is you. You are doing it. You're doing the work. I recommend, you go through the lessons. The more you listen to me talk, the more you hear me, the more you understand the risk, you'll see. I'm pretty good at this stuff. I'm pretty gosh damn good. You don't need to think too hard. You don't need to think too hard. The hard part is holding. The hard part is holding. And look, I get lucky sometimes. So, you know, on the occasion I don't get lucky, don't be too mad at me. I just get lucky sometimes, okay? That doesn't mean that the whole strategy sucks, and that doesn't mean you give up. It just means trade light and don't over leverage, and you'll be fine. And look, if you made, we're at the 20. If you made money today, you need to start thinking about calling it a day. It's not going to get any easier. What if we grab liquidity from right here and shoot up? So we need to break and retest firmly underneath the 20. Not dancing on it, firmly underneath the 20. And if you notice, in today's trading plans, I didn't even mention the 5MA one time. Well, excuse me. I didn't make a path for the 5MA, right? Only the 20. Only the 20 MA is what I made the path. I'm not saying you know, we still have to be open to each setup, but maybe it's probably my bias. I probably got a bias, and I'm probably imparting it into the Discord. I'll try to stop that, but you know what? I shouldn't put my bias in the Discord, but I need you all to win. I need you guys to win. Like, I want you to win. It makes me feel so good when you guys win. No guarantees, Jones. No guarantees. Oh man, we had a good day. Look, the lesson for the week. This is the lesson for the week, and I think we need to carry this on. Whenever you all see flexion points, understand it's going to be a liquidity box, right? It has to be a liquidity box. So we need to let, you know, you're going to see which way, you know, today we were able to use the algos. The algos worked out. I really don't know how I found this blue, but I'm probably going to rewind and to try to, because you guys asked me, like, how'd you know that was going to happen? And the truth is, if I told you the truth, you wouldn't even believe me anyway. But, you know, I really don't know, but I just see it. You know, it just makes sense. I just see it. And we got lucky with this blue. We got very lucky with this blue. Look, I told you what was going to happen, right? The break of red, retest of red, still inside the blue, and then the break of green was going to be the entry, right? All of it happened only because I identified the blue. That's the only way. And Jones, thank you for keeping me on task, because I was gloating too much, and then you're like, dude, shut up. What's the next play? Right? So, you know, luckily you snapped me out of it. We're still in this blue until we're not. So that's that. All right, have a good weekend, Oz. Good job today, brother. Good job. All of you, go enjoy your weekend. Don't sit here and do this all day. Do not sit here and do this all day. Go enjoy your weekend. If you're sitting here trying to like, man, I missed out, maybe I can get in on the next. Stop that. This is not how this works. That's not how this works. Trying to force it now. It's not how it works. You know, we had our entry. Look at the perfect Discord entry. Look at the perfect Discord. Come on now. Look at this. Look at this. This is too amazing. Look at the money that just got. Look at the money. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say, but I'm happy for everybody. We had a good day. We had a very good day. But we always have good days. We always have good days. I know Sup Wall, she always has good days. No, she always has a good day. And she's so quiet too. 4 figures today? Oh my goodness. 4 figures. Oh my. Look, I gotta share that. I'm sorry, I gotta share it. Screen share. Four figures. It's a good day. Did I screen share or no? Why is it not going? Oh man, my stream is lagging for real, for real. 4 figures. Amazing. I like the robot bicep flex. She's all quiet. Stacking this money. But she pays attention. Let's go through the trade chat. We post the wins every single day. We post all the wins. We post the wins every day. We post the wins every day. We got the members posting the wins. Weird flex. All right, good job. Good job. Let's go through the bolt down. We wanted to see resistance at 49.81. Resistance at 49.81. The perfection. Right to the 20. We had a good day. It's easy when you know when you have the answers to the test ahead of time, right? It's much easier when you have the answers to the test and you know what to expect. Much easier. We understood the task, right? We weren't doing calls until above this green. And if you're on YouTube and you got this red, congratulations. But if you really want to make money, the Discord was in since 49.84. Since 49.84, this is when the Discord was in, right? Because this is the call out. This is for YouTube. You guys get this. The Discord, they get this. Right? Oh, man. And if you're new, take your time. Do not rush this. It's going to take you time. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, right? It takes discipline. But it's worth it. Trust me. I mean, you don't got to trust me, but the data is right there in front of you. I don't need to make anything up. Steams, if you were in the Discord, I know you left already for whatever reason, but crazy. You would have had the entry from 49.84. But on YouTube, you only get it from 48. I mean, this is simple math. You're on here all the time. Join the Discord. You get a week for, it's $45 for a week. Yeah, I'm saying, but you left. I had the 24-hour free trial. No, I understand, sure. But here's the thing. You know, in one trade, you would have made well over $150. Like, we just had a member make over $1,000. I'm not sure. Especially, look, if you're in college, you should at least know some math. You should know the math by now, brother. It's okay. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. If you really want to make it, like, you know, you got to invest something. $150 in a month. If you can't afford $150 for a month or $45 for a week, then you probably need to focus. You probably shouldn't be taking any risk, period, right? This is just my opinion. You know, if I was like a family member, I would tell you, you don't have $150 in a month. You shouldn't be risking anything. You should be saving your money. You shouldn't be risking a goddamn thing. You know, this is just my opinion. I could be wrong. And I'm only telling you that because I care. Only because I care. No, but I get it, because people think it's just, you know, hey, if I can make a couple bucks on YouTube, it's given away for free on YouTube. I get it. But I'm telling you, it's not going to work out in the long run. I know for a fact it's not. I know for a fact it's not, because we're going to start up the secret room again. So no one's going to be able to see anything because I'm going to close off all the trades. So yeah, you'll figure it out, man. You will figure it out. If I have to force you all to do the right thing for yourself, that's something I'm willing to do. I'm willing to do that for you because I care. Because I care. Let me ask you something, Steams. How much do you think is fair to pay somebody to sit here for 6.5 hours every single day to tell you what the best setups are and have them work over 95%? Over 95%. How much do you think that's worth? You think $150 a month is worth it for someone to sit there for 6.5 hours every day? I know it's not the money because you spend $150 on bullshit. I already know it. It's not the money. But you'll learn one day. But I'd like you to answer the question. How much do you think is fair to pay someone in a month? In a month to sit here for 6.5 hours telling you exactly what the stock market's going to do before it happens? Every single day for a month. Not like, here you get one play for $150 or it's $150 in a month. Every day for a month. Like, I mean, if you think that's too much, then maybe I'm out to lunch. Because I sit here for 6.5 hours most days, right? At least 3 hours, and I at least give out 2 plays a day minimum. Or I always have the trading plan. The trading plan's always there with all the plays. All the plays run off the trading plan, right? The trading plan always works. Always. Not always, but 90 something. Okay, today was a good day. I got it. Yeah, the trading plan, very high 90%. There you go, Cruz. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Yeah, Steams, there's nothing really to try to understand. I'm drawing pictures, right? There's pictures on the screen. What do you need to understand? You're not here to understand. You're here to, that's going to take time on your own. Understanding the market, good luck. No one understands the market. That's a task you can't even quantify that. It's all good, brother. You'll figure it out one day. You'll figure it out one day. The only reason I'm picking your brain and asking you is because I know not everyone's going to join. That's fine. I get it. That's not a thing. I don't have that expectation. I'm trying to understand from different people, what is the hesitation knowing that, gosh damn it, I got a pretty good goddamn record. Pretty good. It's pretty fucking good. Excuse my language. It's pretty good though. And I show my proof. So I'm just trying to understand, how can I help more people? Because it seems like if no one's interested in this, then, what's the point of me making the effort if no one's actually interested? If I see 10 people in a day, that's amazing. Because half of them are in the Discord already, just trying to help support me. And I'm the best day trader on the internet. Like, you can't prove me wrong. You cannot prove me wrong because I have the data to prove it. I'm simply the best. No one's doing what I'm doing. Nobody. It doesn't exist. I'm the only one doing this like this. So I'm just trying to figure out what is the you know, how can I reach more people? And it seems like it's just probably a waste of my time to stream on YouTube at this point. Yeah, it's not about you, it's about the person. And it's tough to reach to more people because YouTube keeps blocking me or shadow banning me. I remember one time they gave me a shadow ban, and they said because I was encouraging theft or credit card fraud. I was like, what? I was like, damn, the AI glitched because, yeah, you know, it's all, I stream it all live, right? And they were saying that I was promoting theft or credit card fraud. I was like, what? What the hell? I was like, clearly the AI glitched here. All right, let's let this settle out. Cruz says we're gonna have to start clipping and posting wins, get people's attention. Give me time. All right, Cruz. All right, brother. I appreciate you, Cruz. I appreciate you. But you know, if we just make a little small Discord community amongst us, that's fine too. Cause it's not really worth it to stream on YouTube, really. Like the extra effort and to make videos and all that, it's just not worth it. And that's the thing, right? So people want to watch, get the plays, they don't want to join, and then they're gonna talk themselves out of a good deal. Like, oh, I'm not gonna join, I'm just gonna try to get it all for free on YouTube. You know, if I don't get the support, then I won't continue, right? And then you just miss out on all the money just because I just don't get it. I'm never gonna understand people. I just don't get it. 6.5 hours streaming all day. But I think the market definitely needed this pullback. Definitely needed this pullback. It was much needed. Much needed pullback. Let's see something 48.20. I'm still here. I'm just gonna be quiet for a little bit. The play's still playing out. There's nothing for me to say. So if you're expecting some fireworks now, just give me a second. Oh, okay. You see all the AI videos of random crap. Just have to figure out the niche. It will fall under. Okay, damn, you did digital marketing? Man, I need some digital marketing. I need something. You know, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm actually not like a social media guy or I'm not even really computer guy. Look, Cruz, when I type, I use my index fingers, and I'm staring at the keyboard. Beep, 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 beep. That's what I do. 2 index fingers and I'm staring at my hands. I still look at my hands. Whenever I see someone typing fast, not looking at their hands, I'm like, damn, that's impressive. Oh my goodness. All right, look, the break and retest of the 20 still inside blue, right? So we got very fortunate with this blue here. If you're still inside blue, this is one of our exit strategies. We're still inside blue. Look how long we've been in blue. Gosh, dang. Look, I told everybody in the world exactly what was going to happen before it happened, right? Remember, we did our flag. We did our flag. Still inside blue, perfectly inside this blue. Impressive. Man, we needed this pullback so bad. We needed this. John, it's less than 10 people. It's less. Right? It's actually less than 10 people, brother. It's way less. Because half of them are from the Discord just trying to keep me encouraged. I guess. I don't know. You know, they want to show some support, you know. Especially, you know, I sit on here. I've been doing this for over a year. And to be like this solid, you know, my plate, you know, maybe my personality sucks. But damn, the information is solid, dude. Like, the information is actually solid. And to have no one watch is like, you know, this is just a waste of time. This is just a waste of time. You know, and I'm very confident. I'm literally the best one doing this. No one's doing it like I am. I haven't seen it. You know, if it does exist, I haven't seen it. No one's saying exact numbers. No one's giving out exact trading plans. Like, the trading plans are insane. The trading plans are just really, sometimes at the end of the day, I'm like, how did I know that? Like, I asked myself the same question. How did I know that specific thing was gonna happen? But, you know, I just get lucky sometimes, John. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. If you look at yesterday's stream towards the end, if you look at yesterday's stream towards the end, I told everybody in the world, everybody, I said, as long as we don't get above this level right here, 58, or what was it? Yeah, 58.35. As long as we don't get above this level right here, the downtrend's still intact. I told everybody in the world. Go rewind the stream yesterday. DK Skater says, are you expecting under 740? Let's take a look, DK. Look, we still got plenty of time. The legs are wide open. 40 is kind of a... Look, we're going to see a bounce at 43.95. If not soon, we're going to see definitely some turbulence at 43.95. If we can get underneath 43.95... Look, the major area is 37.92. It may not happen today, but that's the major area. The market needs time to absorb what just happened, right? So we only got a couple hours left. Oh no, like midday. Here's the thing, DK. From where do we open? From 52 to 45. This is a huge movement. The market needs time to absorb this. So to ask all the way to 40, that would be crazy. I mean, it's not impossible. I've seen 30 points in a day. I've literally seen 30 points in a day, and I've seen 20 points in one 5-minute candle, which was market manipulation. But anyways, 45 to 40. It's 5 points. It has time. It may not be a smooth ride like this though. I don't like to predict the stock market. I just look for setups. Predicting is not, what I'm good at. I just get lucky. I get lucky every day. Every day we get lucky. That's all I could say. But 40, that's a lot to ask. Not impossible. I'm sorry I couldn't give you any more clarity. I wouldn't know, man. But what I will say is, while we're still inside this blue, the trend is strong. This blue right here, this is strong. And, we got lucky we found it, but we found it. So let's be happy with that. A lot just happened today. So from 12 to 13, if it goes sideways for a bit, if we see some probably something like maybe a liquidity box right here. If we chop around in here for a little bit, this is normal and reasonable. A lot depends on this blue. If we get here, let me clear this. All right, here are the paths. If you're on YouTube, even Discord, you guys should probably, well, it'll stay on Discord, but here are the paths, because I'm probably gonna get out of here soon. All right, look, from where we are right now, either we continue in this blue, right? Continue in the blue. That's one path. Remember that. We're going to retest this 20 and fail. Exactly, Cruz. There you go. And then we're probably not interested in calls until there's a little bit of no man's land here. But I think our best bet would be here. Somewhere up here for calls. If there is going to be continuation, yeah, probably something like that. All right, Discord members, let me know. Does everyone understand the setups? Let me know now or forever hold your butts. I'll go over it again. We're either going to stay in blue. Oh, what the heck? What the damn? In my Hank Hill voice. We're going to stay in blue. We could, if we break this green, it's just going to open up another blue, right? We're going to retest. Look for a retest of the 20. That would be reasonable. And then if we do retest the 20, you want to wait for somewhere up here for calls because, we don't want to get stuck at the end of the day in the chop like this. We don't want to get stuck in, how it can just like ugly grind. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to get stuck in that. But look, this 5 minutes still got some space. This 30 minutes still has some space too. Okay. So this 5 minute got some space on it. 30-minute has some space on it. If you took the break and retest of purple of the what is this? The 20 here, you need to protect this trade. Whatever this blue algorithm is hefty. It's strong. This blue algorithm is strong. Look, we've seen the green right here as well. And I'm telling you right now, I guessed this blue. So we got lucky on this blue. I'm telling you right now, this was a guess. Go back and rewind the tape. There's no way I could have known that this was going to be a thing. There's just no way. Well, you can't rewind now. You're going to have to rewind after I cut off the stream. All right. Oh, what's up, Grim? How you doing? Grim, let me see if I explained it any better, okay? I'm going to try one more time. One more time. Let me do it. Look, we're in this blue. You see this blue? We're going to be in this until we're not, okay? So this blue holds all the liquidity here. So there's really nothing to do, you know, if you're not already in a put, there's really nothing to do inside the blue, okay? That's number one. So on the break of the blue, you can only ask for maybe, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Educated guess through experience. Correct. If this blue breaks, you can maybe scalp a call. Maybe scalp a call. You know, this trend is too strong to even worry about calls. You know, unless we get somewhere up here, we're not worried about calls. You see it, Grim? Somewhere above here, this is the call scenario. It has to be from this point here right now. It has to be somewhere up here. You know, on a break and retest above the 20, I guess that would be reasonable, but you don't want to get caught in any type of chop. So if we get above here, and look, we got a long way to go for that. I wouldn't even worry about calls today because look how strong the trend is. This trend is too strong to the downside. Everyone's thinking, all right, blow off top. This is the pullback everyone's waiting for. Everyone's been waiting for this pullback. And now we're below the 20. I wouldn't even look for calls. So look, somewhere up here for calls. If not, I mean, we're just in the downtrend. And there's nothing we can do about that. If we didn't take the put from when I said it, you know, however long ago this was, at 11, you know, now we're just going to be chasing. We don't want to chase. We need to wait for a proper setup. And there's no proper setups here. There's just none. We're just in this blue. In this blue. But look, we're going to get back at it Monday. I'm going to take a quick break. I need to circulate some blood. I got a bad heart. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. I just need to circulate some blood. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna borrow this chart and then we're gonna wrap it up. Because, yeah, I was only gonna spend a few hours, so we're gonna probably wrap it up. I need to borrow this chart and then we're gonna get back to it. Oh, snap. I didn't mute my mic. I thought I was muted the whole time. Dang, you guys could have heard me doing some weird stuff in the background. Okay, let's see what we got. Let me see if I could set y'all up. Looks like this blue's holding up. We might see a little bit of weakness coming in, but for right now, the blue's still holding up. I mean, this was a good day. This is a very good day. A little bit of weakness coming in on blue now, but that 30 still got some room. That 30 still got some space. I see a lot of chaos in here. And then the next reasonable target would be 43.95. So there might be some chaos in here. But this 30 got some space. It's got some room to go. Look, if you took the break of green right here, protect this trade. Protect your trade. If you took the break of green, still inside the blue, protect your trade. If you're scalping something, you know, buying at the bottom is rough. The only reason is because we're in this very strong trend. So, you know, every green is going to be, you know, not every green, but because eventually they're going to stop out, right? They're going to retrace at some point. They're going to want to retest this 20. You know, they retested it kind of here. This is a weak retest in my opinion. This is a very weak retest. Not an ideal retest. It just so happened to work out like that just because we had so much momentum built up from here. Watch, look. See all this momentum? We had all this momentum built up. So which gave us the strength to continue. And then all the puts on the 20 gave us this continuation here. Which means a lot of people got stopped out yesterday when I said, hold on, let me show you. When I said, as long as we stay below this, the downtrend is intact. You got to rewind the tape. I 100% said this yesterday. Probably maybe an hour and a half to 45 minutes to an hour and a half before the session ended. I drew this up here before this happened. Before all this happened, I drew it like this is perfect. You know, I don't know how I did that, but you know, I get lucky sometimes. So this is the downtrend that was intact that I was talking about, right? We had a break and retest underneath the liquidity box right here. You can see it on the 11 o'clock candle, the break, the retest on the 11:30 candle, and the rejection right to the target. And now we're on 43.98. Okay, so 44 pretty much, right? We're on 44. If you took the break of this green, you need to protect this trade, right? The green, we're looking for green, break a green, break a green, break a green, break a green. You need to protect your trade. We got to the next level. So next level right here. What did I say? 43. Okay, I said 43.95. My bad. So we're probably okay. Target hit, right? Target hit. So after this, we don't know. You need to adjust your stops. You need to protect this trade. If it keeps going, I mean, great, because I think we need this pullback. We need this pullback. All right, on the 5-minute chart, 44 is actually marked out. Well, obviously 44 is going to be marked out, but I usually don't go off of, sure, I get it, the round numbers, obviously, you know, 44, 44.50, 45, stuff like that. But if you look at any of my other key levels, they have nothing to do with specific round numbers. For example, I don't have 45 marked out. I don't have 46 marked out. So for whatever reason, these are my levels. Very unique to LST, to Live Spy trading. And if you took the break of this green, protect your trade. Don't let it go against you. If you got in late because you're trying to FOMO, you need to protect this trade. Don't let it go against you. We're still in this blue here. So this blue has all the strength. Yeah. The round numbers, they're the psychological numbers. This is where everyone feels comfortable placing bets. You're right. However, look at my key levels. They have nothing to do with those round psychological numbers. Nothing. Some of them get close, but look, 42.08. Why is it not just 42? I don't know. I don't know why. None of these numbers have anything to do with that. So what I'm saying is everything in my Discord is unique to LST. There's no one else that has these numbers. No one else that has these levels. No one. 44 is the only one that I would say is, you know, a round psychological number. This is the only one. Look, 42.96. Why not just 43? Right? I don't know, but this is, you know, this is how my mind works. But look, we had a great trading session. I'm going to have to call it here. If you're interested in learning how to trade with us, go to livespytrading.com. If I haven't improved it by now, you know, there's nothing that's going to convince you. I'm going to go through the Discord really quick. I'm going to screen share so you guys can see what's going on in here, so it maybe feel a little bit more comfortable. I'm going to screen share. Here we go. Let me move this over. All right, look. So we go to the trading plans. Let's go to today's trading plan, June 5th. Look for plays off the MAs, right? Here's the call setups. Here's the put setups. So either one of these are going to work. I promise you. We can look at either one, right? So we'll do this bolt down right here. Resistance underneath 51.74. Let's see. 51.74. Look, resistance underneath for the bottom of the lick box, right? See this liquidity box right here? Straight to the bottom of the lick box, right? Let's see if that happened. Or let's see if I drew that. That's exactly what I drew, right? All right, cool. Let's go to the next one. We have another bolt down here to the 20 MA. We wanted to see resistance underneath 49.81, right? 49.81 resistance. Let's see if that happened. Of course it did. Of course it did. Where's 49.81? Right here. Look at the resistance, the wick, and then you see the resistance from this candle. And I told everyone earlier, you're going to see a red, 2 green, and then red continuation. I 100% said that. Anyways, rewind the tape. We see the resistance underneath 49.81 for the continuation to where? The 20, right? This is exactly what I said what happened. 49.21 to the 20. I even drew a little squiggly showing the 20. And if that wasn't enough, I only highlighted the 20 here. So the day before, or right here, I only highlighted the 5, and you better believe it hit the 5, right? So this is probably my bias coming in. Let's see the bolt up, right? The bolt up, what would need to happen? We would need to form support at 54.73. So let's see if that were a thing. So look, we never formed support at 54.73. So the call scenario never presented itself. No reason to look for calls, right? All right, cool. Let's go to the next one. The mini cup. So what we could have done to find some support at 49.81 here, and then the push up, and then we would have looked for, if this would have happened, right? Support would have needed to form here, and then we would have looked for a call on the break of this green, on the break and retest, and then probably 53.88 would have been our call scenario, right? So this would have needed to happen first, and then we would have had our call entry up here. So this never happened. Never happened. So the only thing that did play out were these two put scenarios, okay? So if you follow along and you understand how to read the trading plan, very simple. It had to be like this. And remember, all of these levels, this is all unique to live spy trading. This liquidity box, I call it a lick box. Lick box, get it? Anyways, these liquidity boxes, unique to live spy trading. Doesn't exist anywhere else. All these levels here, very unique. No one else has them. Okay. No one else has them. Doesn't exist anywhere else. Very unique numbers. This is just what my mind tells me. Am I right all the time? No, but we do all right. We do all right. You know, I say we're well in the high 90s. You know, I don't want to say 100, but we're damn near close to 100%. So we do pretty well. Let's go through more of the Discord. If you go to the trade chat, we post the wins every single day. Wins. Every day we post wins, right? Every single day you're gonna see wins. This is just, and then you don't have to believe me. You can go click on it yourself, go to that live stream and see if it made sense or if I'm just making this shit up. This is your homework to do if you're interested in learning how to trade with us, right? Let's see what else. Also, if you are new, go to the charts channel. You have access to my charts. These are my personal charts. You don't have to use some weird stuff on the side. These are free. Use these. So you don't have to watch me do this all day and shake the screen and stuff like that. Look at this blue. Look at this blue still putting in work. Anyways, if you use the charts channel, you don't have to watch me shaking the screen. You can control it on your own. The only thing you can't do is edit the charts, right? You can't edit them. Look at this blue doing work on the break of the green. Look at this. Also, look, check this out. If you go to the getting started and then you go to, look right here, entries and exits. Look at this document. It'll tell you how to do all the plays. It tells you exactly how to do all the plays. I mean, you should be going through all these lessons. How much is there? There's 8 of them. Go through the lessons. Go through the lessons. It's going to help. Now, when I first started, you know, this is a long time ago, you know, my voice probably wasn't as animated. However, just get the information and get through the boredom. You'll be fine. I recommend you go through these. They're 35, 45 minutes each. It's going to help you understand how I talk. It's not going to teach you some revolutionary new infinite money glitch trading plan. That's not it. Okay. I'm not saying that. This is all unique to me. It's unique to this. The exit strategy is the key. Exactly, Cruz. You're right. The exit strategy is the key because we don't have to worry about our entries. The entries we got on lock. We got them on lock. Look at the break of this green. Look at the break of this green. 42.96 might be on the menu. Let's look at the 30. Okay, I have 42.08 right here on the 30 minute. And this 30 minute still has some room. It still has room. Anyways, look at this blue. Look how perfect this blue is working out. I mean, god damn. I get lucky sometimes, right? But anyways, if you're interested in learning how to trade with us, this is the information everyone wishes that they had ahead of time. And they say, man, if I would have had that information ahead of time, what I would have done. Now you see that the information is there. You see it's there. We post the wins every day, right? You know, if I get it, 150, that's a lot of money. It's for a month. I'm offering now $45 for the week. You don't have to risk the 150. Try the 45 for a week. If it works out for you, great. If it doesn't, then it's not for you, right? Because this is not easy. I'm not saying it's a get rich quick scheme or an infinite money glitch. I'm saying it takes time and work and effort, okay? And the effort is going through those lessons. The effort is holding, allowing the play to play out. And if you take the loss, fine. Be okay. Wait for the next setup. Don't FOMO. We have to go off of data, not vibes and feelings. I don't like going off of vibes and feelings. I need data. How many times do people come in the chat or in the Discord or excuse me on the stream and say, I think it's going to do this. Exactly the opposite of what I'm calling. And I'm like, all right, cool story. You may be right. We'll see. We'll see. And so far, I'm 100%. But I get lucky sometimes. I get lucky 100% of the time, apparently. Now remember, YouTube, Do not consider this financial advice. Trading stocks involve risk. All of the channels or trades that appear in the broadcast and affiliate companies are not liable for any loss inflicted in relation to its content. And then go to lifespytrading.com so I can get you sorted, okay? So this is what it looks like in the Discord. Every morning you're going to get a trading plan. And look, they're like high 90%. I don't want to say 100, but they're like 99 point something percent. You know, they hit. They all hit. Every day you're going to get a trading plan. You don't need to think too hard, okay? Shut the hell up. All right, Doug. I love you, Doug. You know I love you, brother. And I'm glad you stuck with it, man. I'm glad you stuck with it. And, you know, you gave me a little bit of trust. You gave me a little bit of trust. So you're going to see. It's all going to work out. It's all going to work out because you have to walk the path. You have to walk the path. The trader's journey, it's a rough road. Let me tell you, I've been on my face in the couch wanting to cry, literally wanting to cry because I felt so much pain inside from the hopes and dreams slipping away. Literally, I'm being honest with you, wanting to cry, but I couldn't for some reason. I just couldn't get the tears out, but I wanted to cry just to release that pain. And it takes time. So it's not pretty, but it's what we got, right? So if you're interested, go to livespytrading.com. I'm going to get you sorted out. YouTube, it's been a pleasure. Have a good day. Goodbye.